Good afternoon, SLA. You're probably wondering why you're seeing some new faces today.
Well, we will be taking over for today's episode as your anchors. Welcome back to SLA News.
My name is Lila Jones.
And my name is Gil Benyakov, and today we're going to be covering a variety of topics, starting with SLA's annual art show.
2 weeks ago, SLA held the annual art show, and this year, the SLA art show was accompanied by two seniors, Yoon and Jay.
Thanks to them, we got to participate in 30-minute to 1-hour workshops in which we explored several different types of art media, ranging from jewelry making to pixel painting to collaging.
And afterward, we got to see the art submitted by you guys throughout the SLA floors.
Thank you so much to Yoon and Jay.
Thank you to the art show committee, all of our volunteers who taught the classes, those who submitted their work to the art show, and of course, Yoon and Jay for such a fun experience this year.
To continue this rewind, our juniors went to their prom last Friday.
Our staff was kind enough to give all juniors attending prom an early dismissal to make sure that they looked their best last night.
Here are some photos from the night.
To our juniors, we hope that you had the best time of your life.
Next, we have a junior documentary to show you all.
Created by DigVid students Marshalyn and Juliana, their documentary gives a perspective on how prepared students are for their college application process, which includes an interview from our college counselor, Miss Mack.
Let's watch.
My name is Jake, and I'm going to graduate in 2027.
My name is Juliana Willard, and I'm the graduating class of 2027.
I'm Nate, and I'm going to be graduating in 2027.
My plans for after high school are probably to go to college, and I still have to find out what I want to do.
I would like to go to college and then hopefully graduate school.
After high school, I want to go to Purdue for their motorsports engineering program.
I plan to go to college and major in forensic science.
Junior year is where it gets a lot more serious, and junior year is when students meet with me and their guardians individually for post-secondary meetings, and we create a more individualized plan. Some students are a lot more knowledgeable, and some students are still trying to figure it out. So everyone's at a different place when they come meet me for those meetings.
I'm gonna apply to a bunch of schools in New York, like NYU and Columbia, and also the schools in Philadelphia. My top school is probably UPenn because it's close by.
I want to apply to UPenn and Penn State and mainly Philadelphia or Pennsylvania schools.
I'm planning to apply to Cooper Union in New York because they have a great engineering program.
I feel like I don't really know yet.
It's really hard for teenagers to figure out what they want to do with the rest of their lives. And some people just know, and some people are very anxious about making the right decision. So just identifying what they might want to study is sometimes the first big hurdle.
I'm studying for the SAT right now.
I am trying to get more into cars and how they work and engines, motors, aerodynamics. I try to learn as much as I can about things like that I wouldn't learn here in high school.
College classes. I looked into some at Penn and CCP. And I know people who've done those and they said they're really helpful. And I know someone who's doing them right now.
A lot of students choose to do dual enrollment because it shows that you are not only handling the rigor of the regular academics that are offered at SLA, but you are also able to handle the rigor of a college course. The big things are being active in schools and maintaining your academic experience so that you can begin to have a good portfolio.
Nothing about the application process is all that worrying. It's just beyond that, when I'm waiting for the results and all that sort of stuff, that's what I'm most worried about.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
I am a little bit worried because I just want to get into schools. I don't want to go to school I don't want to go.
I'm not really that nervous about it, and I feel like it's not going to be too stressful.
Unfortunately, there is no way to avoid stress. It is an innately stressful and overwhelming process because there are a lot of deadlines and a lot of information, and everything feels very overwhelming all at once.
My name is Desmond Maggione, and I'm graduating in 2026. My plans for after high school are to go to college. I'm currently wrapping up my applications right now, hopefully NYU. My experience applying to colleges has been very stressful. It's a lot of work. I applied to a total of 19 schools, and that took a lot of time out of my life. A lot of my free time was spent working on supplemental essays, figuring out how to word different things.
Writing the essay seems like a really difficult thing for me to do.
I'm worried about like the essay part, not the best writer.
I think writing supplemental essays has just been the most stressful thing maybe of my entire life.
How do you do it? How do you apply to a college?
I've been to a few college introduction things, like panels and whatnot, so I don't have many questions about the process. I kind of want to look at what the essay prompts are and how those are scored by people in the applications office, but that's pretty much it.
Like, when do you start, and how do you make your college application stand out? Like, what do schools look for?
Do different colleges have different essays? Like for the essays, do they have specific different things specific to that college?
How long does it take?
I wish I knew just how long each of these applications were going to take. Like once you submit on the Common App, each platform is going to, or each school is going to have their own platform where you need to write an essay, submit a portfolio, all that kind of stuff. So I wish I had a better grasp of the length of the process at the start.
I feel like I'm pretty on the ball with college stuff because I've been so focused on it and so worried about it. It's kept me motivated through the school year.
To juniors that are now looking at colleges, I'd say to just start the process now. The sooner the better. If you can start trying to figure out what kind of schools you want to go to, maybe what major you want to do, and then so as soon as you can actually get started on the process of applying itself, because it'll sneak up on you.
Stay focused, because it is so easy to get super comfortable here at SLA, and that can sometimes mean that your grades are slipping a bit. You want to make sure your grades are staying up, you're maintaining connections with groups, but also teachers that you might have connections with so that they can be great letters of recommendations for you. And you want to do the research. There is no perfect place, but there are some really good, close to perfect places, and that looks different for everybody based on what you might need.
What a great film. I hope that Marshall and Juliana documentary gave you all an insight and perspective on what it's like for the college application process.
Coaches, remember to log when your teams have games via the form that was sent to you all.
Speaking of our athletes, we have a film that we'd like to show you all.
Our senior, Mila Rosario, has created a film that gives insight into what it's like to be a female athlete.
Let's take a look.
I'm Ms. Samaj. I am the SLA administrator, and I'm also one of the head coaches of flag football. The very first time I heard about flag football, it was intramural. It was an intramural, adults women's team. No one else had heard about it. It was a friend of mine who was doing it with her job. And I went to a game and I was like, why are we out here in the rain? So I would go to the games like every weekend to be supportive, but like I was like, I don't understand like what this is. And then after a while, the crowd like kind of grew, and then I noticed like I'd be on the sidelines like screaming, like snatch your flag, like a crazy person. And I think that's kind of what's happening with flag football is that when you watch the Super Bowl now, there's a flag football commercial that comes on. Never, ever, ever has it happened. So now even when I'm home, like if I'm with my dad and the commercial comes on, he gets hyped and he'll be like, you coach that, my daughter coaches that. So I think like flag making it to the Olympics is so tough. It's so tough because out of all the things that could have made it, I think flag football being one of the things that made it it's incredible. So I'm always for that anytime, but especially flag football because I think when you hear football, automatically people think it's a boys sport, and it's not, because we have girls who I think we could put up against a boy and she would knock him down. So I really do think I'm excited for it. I think it's a really good idea. This is my 5th year coaching. This last team that we had, y'all loved doing each other more. If somebody was down, you lifted each other up more. Like sometimes I could hear y'all on the sidelines like encouraging each other and hyping each other up and being like, you're fine, you did okay, or you need to do this, or like next time when you go out there, do X, Y, and Z, or this is the play that they're running. Like you guys did a really good job of holding each other together. So ability-wise, last year's team was sick, but also the well-roundedness of a player in general, one of the best teams we ever had. Some players are really like 3 different people, because there's the version of them when they're not on the field, there's the version of them at practice, and then there's the game version of them. So there are some players who I can like give a tougher love to and I can yell at and like really grip them up and get with you.
Yeah.
And then it'll snap them in. Like there are times when during practice or during a game I can tell you're like in your head. You're very frazzled, you're flustered, and you get to this space where you feel like you can't do it. And I have to have a conversation with you like, Milla, I don't have time for this. 2, what are we doing here? You can do it. If you didn't have the ability, you wouldn't be on the team. Some players, that's where you can get them. There are some players who are so sensitive you have to like kind of mother them like, you're okay. If something was wrong, I would tell you. You know what I mean? Like you have to know you need to know the personality of the player, because that's how you connect with them. If I'm yelling at a player who doesn't receive that information well, she's not gonna listen to me. I'm not gonna get anywhere with her, and it's gonna be much harder for her to trust me and then us to actually achieve what we need to do. So learning the personality of a player is like the most important thing. There's some players on the team who I can only yell at. I can't be nice to you. Gentle parenting doesn't work. I have to yell and scream at you, because otherwise you think I'm a joke. That's not the case for all of them. So, or for all of you, I should say. So learning the personality is one of the most important things, I think, when it comes to coaching flag. Every kid is not the same, every student is not the same, every background is not the same. I come across a lot of girls who I wouldn't, like, because there's 2 other schools on the team. So because of that, it helps me build connections with students in a different way, which helps me engage with students, because now it gives me the tools to like kind of tap into different types of people and different personalities. I think we actually joke about this a lot, and it ticks me off because it gets on my nerves, but I understand the balance of it. We have this joke where like he's good dad and I'm bad mom, because every time something bad happens or if there's fussing or something, it comes from me. I'm the one who's like, sit down, stop cussing, stop yelling, stop running, pay attention, do the play, like every single time. But then when everybody wants to have fun, they go to Keys, and it drives me up the wall. And I'm always like, so that we make this joke where he's like, they're not gonna hate me, they gonna hate you. And I'm like, that's not fair. So I actually think that him stepping into the role really helped the team, because he has an ability to coach y'all in a way that I don't know how to explain it. He's like very tapped in to y'all. Like, he makes you feel safe, he makes you feel comfortable, and you can see that in the way that y'all interact with him. And it's very, very cute. Like, the way that y'all interact with each other, it's kind of different than the way that everybody interacted with Camper. Not saying that it was bad, but I think that Camper was very like stern and hard on y'all, and Keys is a combination of both. So when he needs to tap in with y'all, he does. And then when he doesn't, there's this space where y'all can just kind of all, like, everybody can just chill, and he brings like a kind of calmness to the team that I know I cannot do, because I don't have patience for it. I just don't have patience. So I think it really helped the team out, because as much as we joke about the good cop, bad cop, it really does level us out, because even when I'm angry at practice sometimes, he'll like come to me and be like, that's on them. If they're not listening, make them run. Or if they're not listening, like whatever. So sometimes it helps to have somebody who can balance you out as a coach, but also balance the team out. Like, I think he really does a really good job of that. Anybody who's interested, just come on. It's fun. Even if you're not sure, come to the tryout. Just see it. Come to a practice. Just see it. It's flag football is so fun. Flag football is one of the best things I ever did. Y'all get on my nerves, but I love y'all.
Thank you, Mila, for sharing your perspective with us.
Rocket Fest is underway.
For those who may not know, Rocket Fest is a student-led film festival founded by SLA.
This year, as it is their capstone, Rocket Fest is brought to us by Dylan, Henry, and Desmond.
To start off the film festival, it will be held in the auditorium on May 15th at 1 p.m. We'll be so excited to see what you all have created.
Calling all seniors, your prom is right around the corner.
And this year's senior prom night theme is Met Gala Diamonds.
Ooh, sounds dazzling. Senior prom falls on Thursday, May 21st from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m.
And before we close, a small reminder, seniors must be in good academic standing to attend the prom.
And all seniors and prom guests must bring their student IDs on the night of prom.
We hope you all have the time of your lives, and we're excited to see you there.
And that brings us to the end of episode 4 of SLA News.
We hope you found these announcements helpful and our stories entertaining.
Do you have something to announce? Use the SLA News Story request form, and your story might just be shared in an upcoming episode.
And that's all for today, and as always, have a fantastic night.